Hi guys, it's me, Shirsen again, and this is our last episode, the finale of my Ribena challenge. And today we're doing things a little bit different. I have here Jane with me, and she is actually going to replicate everything I do.
Yes, hi guys, I'm Jane. I'm not the best cook. So if I can do this, I'm pretty sure you guys can too, but challenge accepted.
All right, great. So what we're going to do, the first dish we're going to do is chicken jerky, and we're going to infuse it with Ribena. The second recipe we're doing is Ribena prawns.
Amazing.
And the third recipe is a berries Pavlova. All right, so for the first dish, what we're going to do is, first step, we have to chop up the chicken fat. So just put the chicken fat on the chopping board. Just chop it like this, like how I'm doing it like this.
This is a good stress relief.
Stress reliever.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put the mince into the bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, together with the fat.
Got it.
There we go. We're going to add in the fish sauce.
I guess this is a fish sauce, right?
You smell it? It smells
fishy.
Fishy, yes. Okay, we're adding the fish sauce.
Okay.
Half of that soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Yes. Oyster sauce. White pepper.
White pepper.
5 spice powder.
Okay.
Sugar. All.
Sugar.
Half the salt. We just stir everything in and make sure everything is nice and combined. We're going to add just half of this ABC in.
Half.
Well, I'm putting about 1 teaspoon. Yeah? Alright. Now this is done, and we're going to keep this in the chiller for at least 2 to 3 hours. Alright, so our second dish for today is the Ribena prawns. Okay? So we have here really nice large sea prawns that first we're going to have to process them a little bit. So what we're going to do is, I'm cutting off the head right up to the eyes, and then using the scissors, going just at the back of the shell, cutting it open right to the end.
Right to the end.
And then we use a little knife, slice it open a little bit more, following the opening that we've done with the scissors all the way through. Then we pull out the vein. Okay, so we've got our prawns. What we're going to do is we're going to lightly season our prawns. Salt. Okay. Give it a good old stir. There we go. And then we have here some cornstarch. Okay. So we're just lightly going to dust our cornstarch over our prawns. So I've cranked it up to 180 because we want high temperature. So we fry very quickly, get it crispy before the prawn overcooks.
Okay. Oh my god.
The prawns fry very, very quickly. And if we leave it in for too long, it's going to be overcooked. You need like a 6-foot pole to fight
I'm social distancing with the prawns.
Okay. We'll leave the prawns aside while we start prepping the other ingredients. So we have shallots that we're just going to slice very thinly. Ginger, thin slice as well.
Okay.
Garlic, I'm mincing. Now the chilies. So what we do is
take off the seeds.
you hold here, then you slice all the way down. You turn it around, then you slice all the way. Then it opens up, right? Then you can use a little teaspoon and just pull out the seeds. There we go, nice. Spring onions, cut them into nice batons. There we go, fantastic. Okay, now coriander stem.
Coriander stem.
It's something a lot of people don't use. I've kept the leaves for garnish later, but I want to use the stem as well because it's full of flavors. There we go, nice. So I'm putting a little bit of this oil in. I will do that for you. So first thing, what we're going to put in is the ginger.
Ginger.
Just get this ginger sort of nice and golden. We're going to add in the shallot. Once the shallot also is nice and golden, we'll add in the dried chilies together with the garlic. I'm putting in the dried chilies. And these dried chilies, we've just soaked them in water for a little while. Now we're adding in the oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce.
superior dark soy. All right, get it nice and caramelized a little bit. Then we're adding in our Ribena. All right, there we go.
Ooh.
Okay, now you have to give it a little taste.
Oh my god, it smells so good.
It smells good, huh? Can't imagine this is Ribena prawns, right?
I know, I never heard of it. Right.
Is it like really tell me?
Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good.
Dump the prawns in?
Oh, everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Toss them around. Give me a minute. There we go. So just stir everything up nicely. All right, yeah, so there we go, guys. That's the Ribena prawns. So, for the third dish we're going to be making Pavlova.
Yes.
Okay? So, first off, what we're going to do is we're going to have to separate egg yolks from the egg whites. Okay?
That's already a challenge.
That's already a challenge.
All right.
So, Jane.
Yep.
You grew up with Ribena.
Yes.
Yeah?
I love Ribena.
You love Ribena?
Until today.
It's like one of those things that, you know how people always say when you eat something or when you smell something, it brings you back to a certain memory in your childhood?
Yeah.
Would you agree that when you drink Ribena, it sort of brings you back?
Yes, because I used to make Ribena popsicles.
Oh,
so I mix it with water and then I put it in the ice so you can make like ice cream popsicles. So that's one of my memories.
Why don't you put yours inside and then we'll whisk it, we'll start whisking it. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
We sort of want the egg to froth up first before we start adding the sugar a bit at a time.
Yeah.
Okay?
So I put little bit by little bit, right?
Yes. So what we want is this nice glossy meringue, yeah? That's made of egg whites and sugar. I think this looks good.
So we're putting everything in?
Yes. Cornstarch in, vanilla essence and the cream of tartar. Yeah, the reason why we don't want to whisk everything in is we don't want to lose all the air that we've beautifully incorporated inside. Ribena.
Chef is taking a chill time. Is this okay?
Yeah, it's good. Okay. So what you can do now, what we want to do is put everything down. Just use the spatula and just,
make a circle.
Make a circle and even it out all around. Okay, so our pavlovas are ready to go into the oven.
Yep.
Now, we're going to make the topping.
Yep.
So we're topping our pavlova with 3 different kind of berries, blueberry, raspberry and strawberries. But what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into almost like a compote.
Yeah.
So that will work very nicely with our pavlova on the top. Yep. So first off, what we got to do is we've got to cut the strawberries.
All right. Small pieces.
Small pieces, but not too small. Okay, so once you've cut your berries, just put them inside the pot.
Everything.
Yeah. Turn the power on, press the power button, push up and bring it down to about 120. 120. And then pour in some Ribena. And we're just going to allow it to sort of cook down. Bring it up to a slight boil. Once it comes to a boil, reduce it to a low simmer. As it cooks slowly, it'll thicken up as well.
Wow, this smells amazing already.
That's good to go. So here's a bowl.
Okay. So you just pour everything in?
Yeah. So now we're just going to put this inside the fridge and then let it cool down. All right, so now we're back to the chicken jerky. The chicken had been resting in the fridge for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Now, the next step is actually to roll it out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to lay some chicken on the sheet. We'll need another sheet of baking paper. Lay it on top. I'm just using my hands now and just sort of guide it into a nice square shape. And then we have a rolling pin. We're just going to gently roll out the chicken into not too thin, in like a 1 mm thickness.
Okay.
Nice and even. Now, I'm going to trim off the parts that cannot fit in here.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with mine first. There we go. And this now fits very nicely inside. So the first bake is to cook the chicken. And then the second round of baking is when we grill the chicken.
Oh,
so that's when we add the glaze to it. So once we put this inside the oven, then we'll start working on the glaze. There we go. So this goes in now. And that will slowly cook away. Yeah. Once it firms up, then we can remove everything from the sheet. So remember, we have some leftovers from the ingredients earlier on. Yep. So we have the sweet soy sauce. I'm combining the rest of the soy sauce in here as well. Honey, absolutely important. Put all the honey in. And we're adding in about a tablespoon of Ribena. All right, there we go. So just grab a sheet.
Okay.
We lay it on the chopping board. So this is the process where we trim our jerky. Correct.
So it's a square, yeah?
Yeah, we want to achieve that sort of nice square. Now, using a brush, brush the glaze on the jerky. I'm just going to flip it onto a plate and then I'll glaze the other side. Right? So we just repeat this process until all the jerky is done. We've glazed everything and then we'll start frying it off. So turn your pan on. Yeah, we'll keep it at 100. Yeah, we're just going to get a little bit of oil. There we go. So gently, patiently, just
flipping.
Flipping. Yeah. All right, so now we're done with grilling our chicken jerky. Okay, now it's time to cut and plate up. So what we're doing very simply is cutting it to nice individual portion size. So basically another half from the squares. Yes. There we go. Now we're going to go on to our following dish, a berries pavlova. All right, so as you can see now, Jane's pavlova looks amazing.
Yes, looks nice.
Looks nice. The pavlova has been baked in the oven. We preheated the oven at 180. Once we put the pavlova in, we've dropped it down to 160 and it has been in there for 120 minutes.
120 minutes?
Yes. After 120 minutes, turned off the oven. I've opened the door and continued to let the pavlova be in there, slowly cooling down instead of taking it out because we don't want the thing to dip and collapse. Okay. Next step, we're going to whip the cream. You're going to put your cream inside the stand mixer. There we go. Nice.
Whip it.
Whip it. So you can see our berries are also nice and chilled already. Yeah. And as it's chilled, it's now become this consistency. Yeah. And there's nice chunky fruits in there that will give you nice texture later on. Nice. Okay, remove this for you. And then you can start decorating your cake.
Okay, I'm gonna
go for it.
Dig in.
So once you're done with the cream, you can just spoon the berries on the top, and you know how it will just flow down on the sides? Yeah. All right, so same thing. Then you can put some flowers on the top, yes. All right, yeah, so there we go, guys. That's the Ribena berry pavlova. Yeah. Very simple recipe. I mean, I like it. Do you like it?
I like it. I can't wait to eat it.
All right, so all the cooking is done. Now we're down to the eating.
Can't wait.
Let's start with the chicken jerky. Good,
very good. I'm actually very proud of myself. I can taste like the Ribena.
You can taste a little bit of Ribena.
It goes really well.
Now,
straight into the prawns.
Straight into the prawns.
All right.
Come, let's do this. Here we see how we can use Ribena and adding it into some dishes where we're traditionally familiar with, like kung po and all that. But just with the addition of Ribena, it gives us a nice little twist.
Yep.
Not too much because it'll be too sweet, but just enough really nicely balances out everything and makes it so interesting to eat.
Yeah, it's like a modern twist.
It's like a modern twist, exactly. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, you ready?
We're gonna cut this cake.
1,
2,
2, 3.
Ooh. Wow. Look at that.
You've got your nice
Yeah.
marshmallowy texture on the inside. Moment of truth, guys.
I
In we
love
go.
Pavlova.
It's wonderful how you start from the inside, it's like marshmallow.
Yeah.
And then you move towards the outside, you get this nice gooey, crunchy.
Oh my god, I'm so impressed.
Yep.
I'm opening a shop.
Opening a shop. Selling Ribena Pavlova. And the berries on the top cuts down all that sugar. You would think a berry sauce is going to be sweet, and together with the Pavlova, it's going to be too sweet.
Yeah, no, it's just nice.
It's just nice.
Yeah.
When you eat everything together, yep, it sort of just cuts out everything, makes it nice and balanced.
So good.
All right, guys, so there you have it. 3 simple recipes from this last episode.
Yes.
Super simple. It takes a bit of time, it takes a bit of love, but that's what cooking for family takes.
Yeah, you're right.
But if Jane can do it,
You can.
everybody can.
Yes.
Now, don't forget to go back and watch the other 2 episodes. If you do, you'd have a total of 9 different recipes you get ideas from by using Ribena. Yeah. With that,
Amazing.
I'd wish you 恭喜發財.
恭喜發財.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.